While Harry travelled to Colo-i-Suva Forest Park on Wednesday, local time, Meghan stayed behind to have morning tea at the British High Commissioner's residence. Harry, who wore a blue bowler shirt for the visit to Colo-i-Suva Forest Reserve, also met a woman who had served her tea when she visited Fiji during her epic coronation tour. Luciana Vulekar, 87 years old, was just 21 when she was chosen for the task by her employer Francis Lillian Charlton, who was the principal of Adikukabau Secondary School, a girls' boarding school visited by the monarch. Local clan chiefs were gathered around her as the Duke arrived, but he immediately crouched down to speak to her, and had clearly been well briefed on her story. Speaking afterwards, an emotional Luciana said, "I am so happy today because he talked to me first, and he knew all about my story." Describing her previous royal encounter, she said, "I was 21 years old in 1953, and I was working for a lady as a housemaid. She taught me a lot about how to do things, so when the Queen came, they chose me to serve her and the Duke. I was so frightened the first time, but I was very lucky. She was so beautiful, with beautiful skin and clothes." Luciana, who had been well trained in etiquette by her boss, also recalled an apparent breach of protocol by Prince Philip, saying, "I remember that the Duke didn't use a teaspoon to put sugar in his tea. He picked up the sugar lump with his fingers. I was shocked." Harry was in the forest to formally recognise its dedication to the Queen's Commonwealth Canopy project, and to mark the occasion he unveiled a plaque and planted an indigenous takua tree, which is a threatened species in Fiji. He was led to a shiny metal shovel, engraved with the words Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Lautoka, Fiji, December 18, 1953, and picked it up, saying, "This is the second time it's been used since 1953, right?" He filled in the earth with the help of two schoolchildren after giving a speech. Earlier, the Duke had a crash course in Fijian traditions, as he watched demonstrations of mat weaving using dried pandanus leaves and hair dyeing, using makita fruits, limestone and clay inside an open-sided bure, or hat. Spotting two men demonstrating the stages of kava production, he said, "That's what I drank last night." Sniffing a bowl of the earthy drink, prepared by pounding the roots of the yagona tree into powder, and adding water, he said it was strong. "How much of this do you drink at the weekend?" the Duke asked local Menjli Nazaka and Iparamualuiviti. "Around a kilo," said Shli. "It would be easy to just drink a beer," joked Harry. Harry then met members of the Matagali and Nolukaroa and Matagali Matanicarovata clans, the traditional owners of the forest, who leased it to be legally protected by the Fijian government, in 1949. They included Luciana's nephew Saula Vanua. The Duke also spoke to children from Tamaview and Tassira primary schools, who had prepared displays about climate change. He told them, "You are the younger generation, and you are much better educated about climate change than your parents. Do you think there is enough action to stop it in the rest of the world? Not enough? We need more, but what you guys are doing here is fantastic." Bernadette Welch, Permanent Secretary for Civil Service, and Acting Permanent Secretary for Forests, at the British High Commission in Fiji, said, "The people here are very emotional about the royal visit, they really cherish it. They will be talking about it for generations." Colo-i-Suva is an indigenous forest site housing many flora and fauna native to Fiji. Meghan, who is expecting her first child in the spring, likely avoided the outdoor engagement to reduce the risk of encountering mosquitoes. The Zika virus has been detected in Fiji, and Harry and Meghan have sought medical advice on the best precautions to take.